moment that you are at right now, I'm going to need you to just stop for a minute. I know you're right there behind the changing room, changing into that black gown right now to go back out there and literally turn into the person that God has not created you to be. Because you at this point you're going to allow, or you're about to allow your external things and external forces to change you into something that God has not created you to be, something beneath you, who you are. And I'm going to need you to stop right there. Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to Students of Life podcast with your host, Akwesa Pepra. If you are new, welcome. My name is Akwesa Pepra. I'm the host of the podcast. This podcast focuses on a journey throughout life. It's in creating content that kind of educates, inspires, and encouraging individuals along to help them along their journey throughout life. And we also do guest episodes as well, where we have like people come on, they share their insights and just inspirational stories to help you along your journey. And this is my first episode back from the Ghana episodes, and as you guys probably have seen, if you know you've been following, is that we've been rolling out the episodes that we recorded in Ghana. So I was in Ghana from June, like middle of June to middle of July, like for a month. Recorded some episodes. If you haven't watched it, like you're new here, you're like, okay, I don't know anything that's going on, you can go and just like watch those. They're great episodes. We got one more. We have two more. So tomorrow one is gonna be dropping because today's Saturday. Tomorrow one is dropping, and then we have another one coming. Before then, by the time you're watching this, all of them are out. Yes. Today's episode, I don't really have a name for it, but by the time I finish, I will have a name for it. But if I was to tell you, oh, this is what we're going to talk about, this is what we're going to talk about, I'll probably be lying because I really don't know. I just have scribbles down, and it's going to be more of me talking to you, talking at you and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and just get straight to it. I'm going to allow my brains to flow, because what I wanted to actually speak about, there's some things that happened to me yesterday that I feel like God kind of wants me to speak on that instead. And as he always does, he tends to use situations that happens to me and things that I go through to kind of like, shape what I speak on the podcast, to then help somebody else that might be going through it, or somebody who might need to hear that as well, wherever they are. And I want to start off with saying that don't lose your song. Don't go mute. You're probably thinking, like, what does she mean? Just listen to me, okay? Listen to me. And by the time you finish listening to it, you're going to be like, wow, okay, I get what she's saying now. Like, yeah. And the people I'm speaking to, because I know I'm speaking to some group of people, like at least one person, they're going to be like, yeah, I'm not going to lose my song. So let's get into it. Like I said, don't lose your song. Don't go mute. I know you feel like you're about to lose your song. I know you feel like maybe I should lose the song. I should go mute. I should just, let it all like crumble, let it all cripple. But I'm here to remind you that don't lose it. You see, your song, it's so anointed and it's so powerful that when others hear you sing it, it brings some kind of like healing and deliverance to them. And you might not even realize how great your song is. You might think it's just my song, like it's mine. But one thing I think you're not realizing is that song is not just yours to sing. It is yours to sing, but it's for, as you're singing and you think you're singing it for yourself, or like, you are good, the song is actually meant for other people. Yes, you had a voice behind it and everything, but the song isn't really for you. So if you allow yourself to lose that song, the way you're thinking of like losing it right now, because of the things you're seeing or the things you're going through, you're not going to be letting yourself down, or you're not going to be letting, be like, oh, it's just me, so I'm good now. Like, I think I'm okay now. Yeah, I'm mute now, I'm good. No, you're going to be letting a lot of people down. You're going to be letting the whole nation down. And you might be thinking like, what do you mean by nation, bro? It's just me here. No. That's the part I really need you to understand in this episode, that your song is not just your song, okay? It's not just your song. I know what I want to say to you, you're probably going to be like, no, I don't want to hear those things, but I need you to hear it, because you might not want to hear it, but that's exactly what you need to hear. You're stronger than you think. You're much stronger than you think. Let me take you back, okay? Let's do a little reminiscing. Look back to as far back as you can probably think about. Maybe you can think back to the age you was 5 or 4 or even 3 or maybe 10, 11, 12, whatever. And just sit down for a minute and think back and look at all the things you've been through. The good and the bad. The good, the bad, the ugly, the great, everything, right? But I want us to, because of the space that you're in right now, I want us to focus on all the bad for a minute, right? And I want you to look back and tell me a moment where through all those bad and the uglies, where he left you, where God left you. Has there ever been a moment where he has left you? Even when you thought he was going to, you thought like, this is the rock bottom, I'm not going to get up from here. Even when you thought, oh, I think I'm about to drown, like let me just let myself drown. Or you thought I've already drowned. Which one of those moments was you actually left drowning and you died? Zero. Right? You're still here, right? It's zero, isn't it? Yeah. So what makes you think that he's going to leave you now again? What makes you think that this might just be the last straw? Like, that his love is not going to cover you again. That his presence is not going to cover you again. That his mighty hands is not going to go deep down back into the waters and drag you back out so you can have some fresh air again. Like he's always done. When I said that you're really strong, you probably was like, I don't want to hear that right now. Because you're kind of tired of being strong. You're tired of being the strong one. You're tired of the the strongest soldier kind of quote that everyone quotes. God gives his hardest battle to the strongest soldier. You're tired of it. And trust me, I feel you. I promise you. You're thinking like, no, you don't. You don't feel me. You don't see me. Like, I'm tired of people telling me they get it. They don't get it. Trust me. I promise you. I feel you. I see you. I understand you. And I understand when you say that. I don't want to hear it right now. I don't want to hear those words. I'm tired. I don't want to be the strongest soldier no more. Wherever the other people are on the other side where they're not going through shit and they're not going through anything, I want to be on that side for once in my life. Like I want to be on that side, not just to be on, I want to be on that side. I want to stay there. I'm kind of tired of the strong personality kind of thing. And I'm not going to tell you like to change your mind or anything because I understand that it's hard and that everybody wants a break sometimes. Like you want a break to just, again, the whole, just be soft life, But the part that I'm going to break your heart a little bit is to kind of be honest with you right now and tell you that is not the life that he chose for you. You see, the dreams that you have, the aspirations that you have, the things that even he allows you to see spiritually, where he opens your eyes to see certain revelations, to show you the destination, where he gives you certain, inclines, certain inspirations inside your heart, where you just know, like, what to do, where you're going, everything, is going to work out, all those things. Yeah, unfortunately for you, they're too big for you to want to be on the other side of, I don't want to be the strongest soldier no more. Unfortunately, if you still want those things, and I know you want those things, no matter how you're feeling right now, I know deep down that you want those stuff. You still want a dream. You still want the aspirations. You still want all the promises that God has given to you to come true because you know what you will do for you and you know what you will do for others. Including family, friends, and your surrounding, even others strangers, people who don't know who will benefit from you. So, because I know that you know that and you want it, I'm gonna need you to just get up and just take off the dirt, sand that right now has been thrown on you. That's that dirty stuff that you feel like has to just keep getting. It's like you're standing in front of a crowd and then you just keep getting thrown tomatoes. You're wearing a white gown, right? You're in the front of the crowd. You're wearing a white dress, fully down, or a white suit. I'm talking to a man or a female. It's not one gender here. And it's beautiful. It's white. It's so pure. And you feel like, You're being thrown like a dirty banana, a dirty tomato, dirty apple. Like, it just gets keep throwing at you, and it keeps spoiling that beautiful white dress or suit that you have on. And you're getting to the point where you're just like, I'm tired of the BS. Like, I'm going to go and wash off my clothes. And then you come back, your clothes is all clean again. Everything is good. And then it starts again. And you feel like you're getting to a point where you're like, you know, I'm going to go back. I'm going to take off this clothes. And I'm going to come back in black. And I'm coming after all of you. And I'm going to literally kill all of you. And I know that's the point that you are right now. But guess what? That's where they want you at. That's what they want for you. So this is the moment that you are at right now. I'm gonna need you to just stop for a minute. I know you're right there behind in the changing room, changing into that black gown right now to go back out there and literally turn into the person that God has not created you to be. Because you at this point you're going to allow, or you're about to allow, your external things and external forces to change you into something that God has not created you to be. Something beneath you, who you are. And I'm going to need you to stop right there. If you go back out there, instead of the white, and you put on the black dress instead, right out there to go and rage and go and riot and go and basically become just like them, and become like the people that God has not created you to be part of, all of the things that he's done for you, like I said in the beginning, look back at all the things you've gone through, the goods and the bads. When has he left you? And you told me, no, he hasn't left you one bit. Even though it was hard, he hasn't been easy. There's never been a moment where he's left you. There's never been a moment where he's forsaken you. You are like the epiphany of Jeremiah. He's never forsaken you. He's never left you. He's always prospered you. Even if when you didn't even know it was happening, you realize like, yo, he really has. You're basically going to let him down. And I think one of the worst things that you are very afraid of, even if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, is letting God down. And I want you to look at him. Don't look at yourself right now, because if you look at yourself, you would rather you don't even care about yourself. You're just like, I don't care if I let myself down. Like, no. Think about him like, I don't want to let my father down. I don't want to let Abba down. All the work he's put into me, all the faith, all the relationship we've been building, all of the nights of prayers, all the fasting, all of the great things, he's shown me, all of our conversations, the long journey to even get to the point I am now, even like inside word, like within myself as a person, and then within myself spiritually, and then relationship with him, is basically me throwing it all down the drain. Because of one incident, because of one thing. That is very hard, but it's really just that one thing. I don't think you want to let him down. And you don't have to answer that, but you already have, and you already have, because in your heart's already said, yes, I don't want to. Even though your mind is kind of playing tricks on you right now, I don't want you to listen to the mind, because it says also in the word that your mind is a battlefield for the devil. And your heart, but right now your heart is telling you, no, I don't want to. Because he really does have your heart, because you've really been putting the work when it comes to him. You have really been in your word. You've been in the book. You've been doing what you're supposed to do. You've been praying, you've been fasting, you've been building that relationship. So your heart is postured right. So they know they can't get to your heart, because he really does have your heart. You really are about him, like the way you say you do. It's not just mouthpiece, it's not just talk. But because of but guess what your attacks are coming from? They're coming from the mental, they're coming from your mind. And that's why I said that I need you to stop for a minute and just listen to me. I'm going to go back to the first thing that I said to you. Don't lose your song. Don't go mute. The reason why every time you stand in front of that crowd, they throw things at you is because they don't want you to... do you even know why you stand in front of that crowd wearing white? Do you know why? Okay. The reason why you stand in front of that crowd wearing white suit or white dress You're not in front of that crowd just for nothing. You're not in front of that stage. That stage is a stage for you. It's a stage that's built for you. And every time somebody steps on a stage, they're about to do something that is not just for them, it's for other people. The people that is going to be watching or listening. So every time you see yourself on that stage, there's a reason why on that stage. And for you, it's for your song to be heard. And that song that needs to be heard, they start throwing, and it's not a lot of people, it's only 1 or 2 people in that crowd that keeps doing that. And the reason why they keep doing it, they keep throwing those things at you, either spiritually, financially, mentally, emotionally, physically, however way that yours come, that you feel it, wherever you feel the most like attacks coming from. The reason why they send that to you is because they don't want you to get to the point where you open your mouth to even, utter your song. So they start throwing it at you before you can even open your mouth. But I needed to put on the white dress again instead of the black, or the white suit instead of the black. Go back out there. And this time when you get there, when they start throwing the things at you, the tomatoes at you, don't look at your dress and be like, oh my God, like the suit is spoiled, the dress is spoiled, oh my days, like why is this? No, we're not doing that no more. We have to, if you want different, you gotta do different. As this coming and you see your clothes getting dirty, I want your voice to get louder. I want that's exactly the point that you even open your mouth even louder and make your song even louder. Because there's people in that crowd that needs to hear your voice. They need that song that you're about to sing. That's their deliverance. That's their healing. That is that one thing you're going to say today or say tomorrow on that stage or sing that is going to change their lives forever. From old to young, they're waiting for you. And the more you keep going back and changing and going back into the point where now you don't even want to put on the right dress anymore, and you want to fight those 3, 4, 5 people that, the more you're delaying those people's deliverance, you're delaying their healing, you're delaying what it is that God has put in you, that he needs you to sing it out loud so that it can help them. You're delaying that. You have too much of a big responsibility for you to just fumble the bag. Fumble it. Do you understand where I'm coming from now? Does it make sense now why you can't lose your song? Does it make sense now why you can't give up yet? Does it make sense now why you can't go mute? Why you can't put on the black dress or the black suit and go back out there swinging? And why you need to go back out there with the white dress or the white suit on and this time sing your song louder than you've ever done. Even if you have to cry through. If you go scream, but make sure that song is sung. I really hope the answer is yes, that you do. And I'm not expecting you to be like, hooray, everything is perfect now. Oh my God, yeah, I've heard everything that you said. Great, I'm good. No. But what I expect now is for you to breathe now and be like, okay, I'm not going to go mute now. Okay, now let's see. And instead to just sit still for a minute, say a little prayer for yourself, speak to the Holy Spirit, allow him to speak back to you, and just chill out for a minute. And hopefully you do put on that white dress or white suit and go back out there and sing your song. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for listening. I believe that you've listened. Because you know the truth. You just needed somebody to just remind you. You knew all of this already. You just need someone to remind you. And I was that person today to do that for you. And I'm very happy that I've been that person to do that for you today. And you're going to be just fine. You're going to be more than fine. Okay? Okay. Yes, I'm done.